Okay, I think we are live now.
Yeah, yeah, we are there.
Oh, beautiful. Welcome to my life. Welcome to my life. Um, Pastor Sunday Isemede Omohudu. I'm excited to have you in this live section. I
Seriously.
hope you are excited to be in this live stream as well.
It is well.
Hello. I hope
Yeah, I
you
can
are
hear you.
excited to be in this live stream as well.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's been long.
Okay. It's been a while. Yeah, it is. It is.
Seriously, seriously.
It's been a while, a long, long while. So, guys, I am having Pastor Sunday Semede Omohudu on my live today. Pastor Sunday Semede is a wonderful friend of mine, whom I have spent quality time with and trust his frame of perception. I trust that I also believe that this conversation we're about to have will tilt in the right direction. And we also pray that everyone that will join this live will make the most out of this live this evening. So, guys, this is our first live section together, and we are going to try as much as we can to keep the conversation as interactive, as lively, and as positive as possible. Pastor Sunday, you are welcome to my life.
Thank you so much.
It's a privilege to have you on board. It's not very often we see people that we have conversations with lately. It's not very often we see people that we can have conversations that we tilt one towards a place of pursuit of purpose, right? Towards a place of pursuit of purpose, towards a life of meaning, towards a life of unleashing our latent potential. So, welcome on board.
Thank you so much. I appreciate.
Okay, so we'll go off in a very lively way as possible. I will be asking you some questions, and at some point, you are still also free to, send your questions my way. Let's see how we can rotate this conversation. Okay,
All right.
yeah. So far, how has the journey of reformation been on your own end? How has the journey of tapping into your latent potentials been, and what has been the challenges you are experiencing in your environment so far? I think that's a
All
lot of
right.
questions in one place, right? But I know you
Is
can juggle it.
that?
That's a lot of
Yeah.
questions in one place, but I know you can juggle it. What's the journey
Yeah,
like
yeah.
so far? Hmm.
Actually, I thank you for that question. Thank you for that
Yeah.
question. This reformation of a team is
Mhm,
actually a journey, like you said,
mhm.
and it's something that we are prepared for. Let me put it that way. We just have to prepare our mind for it. I've prepared my mind for it in the sense that not everyone who will actually subscribe to what you are saying, not everyone will believe what you are saying. As a matter of fact, you will tend to be like a black sheep in the community in the sense that
Mm.
you are not aligning to their own ideology at all. So
Okay.
I've had several challenges on the long run concerning this reformation, try to bring people to understand some certain things that at least if they look into it themselves, they should be able to see some truth in it. I don't know if you're getting my point.
I'm with you.
Yeah, they should be able to see some truth in it because we all want that our world today, let the youth and everyone be able to benefit from their latent potential, which is inherent within them. And it pains us in our world today that we see that several youths, many of them have not been able to understand these things. And you try to express yourself to them that, okay, this is it. And they are not actually seeing from that angle. And you see those who actually have authority over them, try to persuade them away from what you are saying. It's really painful. I've had so many challenges on the long run, try to bring some younger ones into understanding these things, and it's just as if you are hitting the rock. And
Mm.
seriously, but I just know that I just see persevere. I continue to make sure that at least, like, we are not looking for crowd. Actually, we are actually not looking for crowd. We are actually looking for those who could be able to see it and run with it. So I can tell you that there are challenges that have encountered, challenges of not understanding what I'm saying. I don't know if you get my point.
I'm with you.
No, not understanding what I'm saying. Challenges of people trying to see you as probably you are the one that knows better.
Hmm, hmm.
I don't know if you get my point. They see you
Yes, I got
that you
it.
are trying to show that you know better, and not only that, challenges that contradict their own ideology. You know, every man have his own pride.
Okay.
I
Yes.
don't know if you get my point.
Yes, I agree.
Everyone have his own pride that they know. There are some certain things they know. So try to come to them, bringing this reformation aspect to them, make them feel as if you are trying to tell them that they know nothing. I don't know if you're going to point that they know nothing.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they feel, should I say, threatened? They feel threatened in their own.
The things you are presenting to them is they are not allowing it to gain access into them to even see the light, but rather it is challenging their excuses of
Yes.
conformity. Okay, if I got you correctly, you are experiencing a kind of backlash. You're experiencing a kind of, it's like this illustration of pouring water on cocoyam leaf or on stone. It's
On the
like you are
rock.
pouring water on stone, right? On the rock.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing is bouncing back, right? That's what
It's
you're
bouncing,
experiencing.
bouncing back to you. And the force at which it's bouncing back to you is more penetrating than more penetrating than the one you are giving.
Okay, okay. So now look at this. Let's set this standard as we have this conversation. Because while you were talking, I don't know if you noticed, I was keying in some things on my notes.
Yeah.
I was speaking things saying. Now you notice the key word we used here, we invited here is the word reformation.
Mm.
It is easy for a lot of persons to misunderstand that word because I mean, um, almost all the time this word has come into the picture when it comes to how things are going. It was always misunderstood, right?
Yeah.
From the days of the scriptures, from the days of the young prophets, from the days of the young kings, the young what you call what were they judges and the rest of these guys that try to bring in things that are new. They always faced a very strong opposition, even till the recent time of Luther. He faced the worst of opposition. You
Yeah.
understand? But at the end of the day, everybody is enjoying what these reformations are always betting. Everybody's always enjoying
Exactly.
it.
Exactly.
If we take it to the government, if we take it to the society, if we take it to the government aspect of things, with the word we will use there is revolution, right? Now, if we say revolution, everybody wants to look at it that you are an usurper. You have come to cause problem. You have come to try to forcefully remove the sitting leaders and the rest of this. But at
Yes.
the end of the day, deep down inside everybody's heart, we know we need a reformation. We know
Yeah.
we need a revolution, right? We are
Exactly.
tired of the way things are going. We need new answers. We need new approach to things. But there is this thing that is within each and every one of us. The thing of conformity, right? The thing of conformity. Um, this is what I wrote when you were talking. Reformation slash revolution. Now, driven by the hunger to help ourselves first, and the younger ones tap into their superpowers. But by reason of the old concepts, the problem of conformity, we are finding it difficult to get this message across,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
This is I don't know if I was able to capture your thoughts, what you were trying to project with this line. Was I able to capture it?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, look at this. You were talking about reformation, right?
Yeah.
And you made a case that when you are trying to present it to younger minds, it's as though you are presenting yourself to be a master of all, right?
Yes,
It's
yes,
as though you are presenting to know better than everybody, right? Now,
yeah.
you see, it's uh, it's something that people don't really like when you come up with an idea that is strange to them, because it's like you are pulling the it's like the illustration there is something like people are on top of an ocean. They are sitting maybe on a wooden boat in on top of an ocean, and you start to remove some of the logs under the boat, and they are scared that they are going to fall inside the ocean. They are scared that they
Yeah.
are going to fall inside the ocean. And falling inside the ocean, like we say that values are buried at the belly of the ocean. They don't know their fate, what will happen if they fall inside the ocean, if they are eventually going to tap into the value or not. So they better float on that boat. Do you understand? They better
Yeah.
float on the boat than
The,
sinking inside the belly of the ocean. I don't know if you get my point.
yeah. Yeah, that is the fear of the unknown. The
Yes.
fear of the like
This is like conformity is like this is what we have and everybody is working with this. What are you
yes.
talking about? This thing you are talking about, is it available? Okay, it seems you are the only one talking about it. Okay, where do I even start? Where do we start? We have this one that our grandfathers has used. We are, in fact, look at our age, we are still using it, and you are telling us that there is something new and better. Where are we going to start? Right? The fear of unlearning, the fear of learning, is gripping everybody. But deep down, we want something better. Deep down, we want something new. Are we
Exactly.
together?
Yes, sir, we're
So
together.
now, but the concern now is the people. I think the major concern every reformer, or yeah, every reformer faces is the concern of a few persons that will buy the idea, a fey persons that will buy the idea and be ready to die for the idea. I think that's the major concern every reformer is facing. Now the
Yes.
question is, from your experience so far, since you made contact with this movement, since you made contact with this idea, because at the end of the day it's an idea, at the end of the day it can also be interpreted as a movement. Since you made contact with this movement, with your experience so far, do you believe that regardless of the opposition that we face, there is going to be light at the end of the tunnel?
Okay, thank you for that question. Now, I have come to understand and I'm convinced that belief is something that brings anything into manifestation, regardless of the obstacle that we face, regardless uh, of what we see with our physical eye. Now, I come to believe that it must surely come to pass. The reformation must surely come to pass. That there's nothing that can stop it.
Mhm.
In as much that it stands right with objective principle, which is truthful principle, I am
Mhm.
so concerned. I'm convinced that it will come to pass because I have understand that now, like what Joseph Murphy once says the other time in one of his books, that is the power of the subconscious mind. Now, he said that the subconscious mind is tend to bring to reality anything that we send to it through our conscious mind. And now, I am conscious. I am conscious of this reformation that is true, and I believe it that is going to come to pass, regardless of the obstacle, regardless
The
of
time it
whatever it is.
takes.
Because, huh? Sorry.
Regardless of because regardless of the time it might take as
Yes,
well.
yes,
Mm.
because you know one of the things that gave me this conviction is this. Now, when you read this history of these reformers, right, you will discover that at first it seems as if there was no way out, in the sense that everyone is against them, but they still stayed true. They were able to bring this reformation to us that we benefit today, regardless of whatever they pass through. So I also believe that the obstacle that comes our way in terms of this reformation is actually a stepping stone It's actually a proof that what we are talking about stand right with truth and it's going to come to pass. And you know that whenever anything that started with truth comes, that the objective, that is the what do you call it, darkness will always want to fight it. I don't know if you get my point. So
Yes.
it will unleash
Yes.
its force, it will unleash her to stop it, just as the old saying that the reality of the kingdom have come to stay, that nothing can stop it. The reality of the dominion mandate that is given to man, which is the same as the information that we're talking about, has come to stay, that nothing can stop it. So I believe strongly that no matter the obstacle that comes our way, we can be able to skate through. And we don't need, like I said, we don't need crowd. Among the crowd, there will be always one or two that will tap into this thing and they will run with it and they will bring the light to the world. Are we together?
I can hear you. I can hear
Yeah.
you. Okay. Okay. Now, that brings me. Um, there is a high level of conviction you are working with. Um, they say knowledge births light. There is this degree of conviction you are working with, and that gives me joy. It also puts me at a place of um, what will I call it? I also feel confident because before now or before we are on this life, this is a conversation that you and I have very often and get concerned about and almost cry about is it's a concept that eats us up. Is a concept that eats us up. And also, when I look outside there on what is going on in the society, you will see a group of young minds as well who are on the what will you call it now? Outside of the church community, what we have is the state. The young minds in that environment, they are calling for a revolution, right?
Mm,
And
mm,
if you look critically at those ones calling for this revolution, you will see that they are facing almost the same opposition and the same backlash. Those of us who are in the what will you call it now? In the religious environment, let's loosely project it like that. In the religious environment, we are all facing the same opposition. Why am I trying to bring this distinction here? It is important we understand this. Like there are two setups, there are two structures that are guiding our minds and the moral ethics of the society as we have come to know. And these things are organized either in form of theology or in form of curriculum, and
yeah.
sometimes they try to come together as well. So now, from the theological aspect of things, which is also the religious aspect of things, this is where we are screaming the Reformation.
Yeah.
Then, from the curriculum aspect of things, this is where the other young colleagues are screaming revolution. Then, at the end of the day, we are all screaming for the same thing.
Yeah.
We are saying that the theology our fathers are projecting, purveying, and standing tough on, we are saying that it is to some reasonable degree becoming outdated, right? I'm trying not to operate, please bear with me, I'm trying not to operate with certainty of what we have come to know. I don't want to
Okay.
be so certain that we have known everything that has to work and all of that. We are making a very strong claim and a very strong case that these programs, this theology that our fathers are presenting to us and hitting us hard with, is to some reasonable degree getting outdated. And yeah, because we will continue to evolve. We human beings will continue to evolve.
Yeah.
Now,
Exactly.
we are also saying that in one way or another, because even the theology has found a way to incorporate the curriculum. Now we are also saying that the curriculum that they are also incorporating is also getting updated, right? But in
Mm.
all these attempts, what we are experiencing are deaf ears. Now, these guys, I have taken my time to look at them. The guys in the environment of the curriculum, that's the state, they are facing the same thing we are facing, but something is I'm discovering something. They there are a few of them who are willing, who are ready to die for that revolution. Like there are a few of them who are ready to die for that revolution. But when it comes to the theology we are using, I discovered that it is not a lot of us who are ready to die for this reformation. It is not a lot of us who are ready to answer the bad name for this reformation. I don't know if you are getting my point.
Yeah,
See,
I'm with you. With you.
one thing is to project. One thing is to make discovery of something that is working, and you know in your all attempt to carry your colleagues, to carry those that are operating at the same frame of perception along, in all your attempts to do that, the conformity thing, the mindset to conform, continue to weigh everyone down. But deep down, everyone would actually want this reformation to come to pass. Are you getting me? So
Yeah.
until we are ready, when I told you something before I started responding, I said that there is this degree of conviction with which you are talking with. Because it is until one discover what they are ready to die for that they can say that they are actually living. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Now, do you think the next question now is, do you think we have gained enough information around this reformation that we are ready to go all in to see it bettered? Do you think we have gained that level of information and built the capacity that can, pursue it to the finishing line?
Okay. Okay. Thank you for the question. I think my answer is no.
Okay.
Yeah, because growth never stop. In the sense
Mhm.
that we just have to have a growth mindset, knowing that whatever we have come to know today, we'll keep on knowing more and more. I don't know if you get my
Mhm.
point.
I'm with you.
Now, uh, like I said the other time, when we started, I said this reformation is a journey, and the more you go on this journey, the more you begin to discover so many
Sorry,
things.
sorry, sorry. I hope I don't distract. I hope I don't
No,
get into the
no.
heat. Can you see the live activity on your screen?
Okay, yes, yeah.
Can you see any comment on your screen?
I think yeah. I just saw comment. I saw comment.
Okay, if you can see any comment, please. If you can see any comment, that is like if anyone drops a question, please let me know. I am using my back camera, so I cannot see the conversation that are happening on the
Oh,
comment. Yes,
okay,
and
okay, okay.
also for everyone that is joining this live, please do well to subscribe to the Obichis TV. And as you can see, this live, I invited a wonderful friend of mine who is on the other end with another channel, School of Retreat slash Reformation, and please
TV. Reformers TV. Yeah, Reformers TV.
Reformers TV, School of Retreat
Yeah.
slash Reformers TV. So these are two channels that you can see that are on this live. At the end of this live, I will also do well to add the link on the description. So guys, if you're joining this live, please do well to subscribe to our channels. Do well to help us to catch up with a global audience that our conversation will also, get across there and help those that needed this conversation. please do well to leave a comment. While you're on this live, you think you are listening and you have a question, please also drop your question. Please, if we are not able to attend to your question in the or while we are on this live, be rest assured that next time we will go live, we will have the conversation, we will answer those questions. Please leave this live interactive. Thank you so much. So please continue.
All right. So far, they've not been
Sorry about
questioned.
that.
Yeah, I
Okay,
said so
okay,
far, not been questioned. They're just
okay,
comments. That's
okay,
all right.
okay.
Back to the question, right? You asked if we are able to build. Do we think we are ready for it and all? Like we
Mhm.
have built, let's say, enough knowledge for it. Like I said, no. We
Okay.
just have to. You just have to know that this journey brings us to discover so many things. Yeah, it's a journey that brings us to discover so many things. And the more you embark on this journey, the more you discover that it's more deeper than you think. Yes,
Hmm.
it's more deeper than you think. As a matter of fact, you are in, you are in. Yes,
Yeah.
you are in, you are in. There's like,
It is
now,
Dr. Masmoru said something. Dr. Masmoru said when someone an eye that has opened cannot get
yes,
blind again. Do you
yes,
understand? Any
yes,
eye that has been opened. You can't get that eye cannot get blind again. That eye has seen
yeah,
something. Even if it
yeah,
closes, it's seeing something. Do you understand?
yeah,
It's
yes,
seeing
sir.
something. I'm with you.
So,
Continue.
so one of the things that I can say now is that one of the though the journey brings pain. Yes.
Okay.
When I say pain, I mean look at it. The more you embark on this journey, the more you discover so many problems that the reformation is set to put in place
Mm-hmm.
intensify. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
if you get my point.
I'm with you.
So the more you discover that there's so many that the problem that we are trying to that we are saying that the society should look into it to discover themselves and be able to what break out of this problem. We discover that the intensity of this ignorance has eaten deep into them, very, very, and you just see that you alone is not enough. You alone is not enough to bring light to these people. As a matter of fact, you are not. See, sometimes the journey looks scary. I would like to you. It looks
Okay,
scary in this.
let me why you are on this response. Let me ask you this question. If
Okay.
if Martin Luther was to be with us today,
Mm.
do you think he would paste 95 theses in the church door of Wittenberg, or do you think he will go to a TV station and use social media platforms to present his thesis? How do you think he will present it?
Okay. To
Do you
me, I
think he
think.
will? Okay,
I,
okay,
okay. To me, I think that he will go on social media because this
okay,
era, we are in
okay.
the tech like we are in the tech era
Digital
world.
age. Okay,
Huh?
this is the
We
digital
are in the
age,
era
right?
where we are in the era where information goes faster through tech.
Through the
So I
digital
think,
platforms.
huh?
Through the digital platforms.
Yeah, thank you, through the digital platform. I think the reason why he did that was because that is the only way he sees fit that he can
Good.
spread the message to people.
Now that takes us to the second one. If Christ, I know why I started with Luther. I know why I started with Luther. This is so that we will not, so that people will not think that we are also trying to be too spiritual with this whole conversation. Are you getting my
Oh,
point? Because
okay.
I mean, if you look at it in a very critical form, you will understand that what Christ championed was also a reformation. The old
Yes.
programs was
Yeah.
completely outdated, and he was presenting a new program, and they at the end of the day they nailed him for it. Do you understand? They took the guy
Yeah.
to the cross for a better program, and that is what we are experiencing. We everybody wants to nail. Look at the guys crying for a revolution in the society. The society wants to make sure that they are jailed for life. This guy from the east, Mazen Namdekalo from the east, is already in Sokoto prison. Showore of the Western Nigeria is being arrested almost every other day. the Thomas Sankara, the like I mean the Malema, the think of each and every one of these people. Martin Luther, I think Martin Luther, he was still facing his own position. What's his name? The South African own Mandela. Mandela
Yeah.
spent almost all his life in prison and the rest of it. So it's from the societal front, from the governmental front, they want to make sure they nail you and keep you in prison for life. Then, if we are coming from the religious environment, from the theological environment, they want to nail you the same way they nailed Christ. Because who are you? Everybody is like the Pharisees and the Sadducees. Who are you to present the gospel of Christ, the gospel of the kingdom? Who are you to present the gospel of kingdom in a time where they are enjoying whatever they are enjoying, right? So
Yeah.
now the question is, if Christ was here today, if this is the time that Christ came to present this gospel of the kingdom, do you think that he will be, going to auditoriums or calling for crusades, or do you think he will go to the largest TV station, the largest social network platform, or podcast hosts and all of that? How do you think he will approach it? Synagogue or social media platforms and TV?
Okay. I think most people don't know the motive behind every action.
Okay.
Now, we just have to know that for Christ's aspect, or Martin Luther and all of them, their
Mhm.
intention was to spread the message across to the global world where people can hear. I don't know if you agree with me. Are we together? Hello, are we together?